plus Paul McCartney and Bret Hitman Hart next to each.
For early edition, the address is CBS.
No, I'm sure if you put me through to him, he'd be happy to take my call. Right, no, I realize Mr. Hedges is busy, but I need to speak with him directly. It's about my new story pitch. Legalized gambling is an explosive issue. It could be the end of Oakdale as we know it. No, I'm aware he rejected it, but that's why I need to speak with him. I need to speak with him so I can convince him that if we modify my story, your readership would love it. How many stalker stories could the public possibly be interested in reading? Fine. No. You're right. You're entitled to your opinion. Thanks. For nothing. All right. You want stalker stories? I know something about stalker stories. Just what I need.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry I missed seeing Daniel yesterday, but you cannot imagine what's going on with my brother's defense. May I please come in? I have been up almost the entire night doing damage control with the press. Did you see Katie's report on WOAK? I mean, she practically convicted Chris of being a stalker before he's ever even gone to trial. I just came from seeing that kid.
You know, the Hughes clans problem are an endless source of fascination for me, really, but I've got a lot on my mind this morning.
You know, is Daniel around? Because I figured I'd just, you know, clear my head, swing by, and maybe take him to the park or something, and don't bother, because I can get him.
You know what? That's not possible. I am so tired of always accommodating your schedule, Tom. And from now on, I won't.
What now, Henry?
Read it, my little golden goose. It's the overnights from your stalker profile. Portrait of a stalker's victim. Dum, 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 dum. We are number one. Dum, 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 dum.
Wow, that's terrific.
And the phone calls you've been getting into the studio about brave Katie going on just the day after a stalker's arrest. What courage! Oh, yeah, and that phone number we set up for stalker's victims, it's been inundated. You, my darling, are the champion of the abused woman. You know what? You need to get yourself a hotshot agent because the buzz is that the network wants to buy this piece.
Stop it, will you, okay? How can you be enjoying this?
Katie, what's not to relish? The culprit is in jail. Nobody suspects a thing. And even those phony death threats that we wrote have been linked to that copycat stalker, Hughes. And the best part is, he's not snooping around about those pics that you took of him in Mount...
You don't get it. This whole fiasco has hurt my family.
What?
My brother-in-law is defending Chris. He's fighting with my sister right after they just got back together. Bob and Kim are furious with Margot for speaking out against Chris in my behalf. And Kim could strangle us for doing that broadcast, so you know what? I really could care less about the networks right now. And I wish this whole thing never started.
Oh, so you've been saying all along, but you know what you've been
doing from it? Just, ugh! I have a headache. I'm gonna go get something for her.
Katie? We need to talk.
I saw the segment, and I think I understand why you felt you needed to do it, but frankly, all you succeeded in doing is making a very messy situation worse.
Our Chris Hughes accused of stalking Katie Peretti.
Yeah, I really feel for Bob and Kim. First his affair with Molly's revealed in the tabloids, and now this.
You know, he's family. We've watched him grow up. He's been to every single one of Jennifer's birthday parties, every single family outing. I just can't believe this.
Exactly. Now, who's to say he really did it?
Hon, we wouldn't have arrested him if we didn't have the evidence.
Oh, and like evidence has never been planted or tampered with. I'm not accusing you.
Glad to hear it.
But it says in the paper he was just trying to catch the real stalker. He pulled the ski mask off him.
Honey, we found Katie's garbage in his apartment. We found the materials used to send the threatening note in the trash can outside his apartment.
He says he was set up.
Unfortunately, that is the oldest excuse in the book.
Sometimes you gotta trust what's in your heart.
Jennifer, it's police matter. Why don't you stay out?
I get it. Assuming non-police know enough how to answer the phone. Hello?
Bonjour, Sherry.
Abigail, where are you? Je vais du sparadrap. I want adhesive tape? Oh, Paris. You're calling from Paris. Lily told me that you were.
I'm sorry I didn't call you before I left. It was spur of the moment. Holden thought it'd be good for me to get away, and it has been.
So why are you calling now? Oh.
It's not what you think. It's not like I'm missing Chris or anything. But when I left, Chris was still being held without bail, and I guess I'm just worried about him.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to see Chris for me.
Hey, Tom. Look, I caught Katie Peretti's thinly veiled attack on you on TV.
Yeah, you and the rest of them.
Her and her handler, Henry, they're not stupid just because they didn't mention you by name.
Everyone thinks it's me, and the real guy's still out there.
And she's elevated herself to victimized media darling.
She is such a manipulative liar. I mean, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be in jail. I wouldn't have broken up with Abigail, and Molly wouldn't be in a coma.
Unfortunately, you're the only one that's sure about that right now.
No. Molly knew what she was up to. Molly had to know that she was gunning for her job, right?
Correction. You're the only one who's not in a coma who thinks Blondie's a she-devil.
Respiration good. Pulse is fine. You're finally out of ICU. You don't look comfortable. There, I hope that's better. I'm sorry you don't have more visitors. Must be lonely for you with just us hospital personnel trooping in and out of here all day long. Well, I'll check back in on you later, okay?
Molly has to wake up. She's the only person besides me that can tell everyone what Katie's done. I used to go by the hospital just to see if Molly was okay, more for her sake and for Abigail's, but now I could use the support
Chris,
myself.
listen to me. From what I remember, she wasn't exactly your biggest fan. I mean, what makes you think she's going to help you out even if she was awake?
Well, maybe she would do it more to stop Katie than to help me. I mean, there's no way that Molly would let Katie get away with this garbage she's been pulling. Jake, have you at least had a chance to stop by?
No, I haven't. But I understand she's been taken off the ventilator. They moved her out of ICU and into a permanent room.
That's great news, right?
It doesn't mean anything. It just means the hospital can't do anything but wait and... It just means the hospital can't do anything but wait and see what happens. I've had some experience with this.
Okay. But it's at least steps in the right direction.
Don't expect her to wake up and make some kind of miracle statement, Chris.
Come on, Jake, you gotta see her. The doctor says it's good for her. And besides, if I'm gonna get out of this mess, I need some kind of a miracle.
This is not the kind of thing to pin your hopes on.
What am I supposed to do, just wait around? For some forensic results? For what? I mean, all they do is bring someone into court and say they're unreliable. And besides, all the evidence in this case points to me. Come on, Jake. Please see Molly.
Nobody's like you, Molly. Nobody. She can't take your place. I won't let her. I promise you, I'll see her dead first.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Harry.
Oh. Can we tell you
About Rx.com?
Sure. Well, by ordering your medicine over the internet at Rx.com, you can save a lot of money.
On what kinds of medicine?
Oh, on prescriptions and the things you use every day, like aspirin,
vitamins,
arthritis cream.
Do we look like we need arthritis cream?
No, actually, you don't. Really.
We're Rx.com. We're pharmacists, we're online, and we're here to help you feel better.
You feeling the burn?
I'm feeling the burn.
Mom, I'm home. I'm on the computer, downloading some chicken recipes. Oh, really?
With Stouffer Skillet Sensations, the only ingredient you need is a skillet. Complete meals, including meat.
I can almost smell it. Mom, I'm so impressed.
Stouffer Skillet Sensations.
1, 2, unbuckle my shoe. 3, 4, add 2 more. Smile on. 1, 2, 3, vitamin C, caffeine free. 4, 5, 6, easy to fix. Smile on.
Our eyes have their own moisturizers, natural tears. So we took essential ingredients found in natural tears, added more moisturizers than any leading eye drop, and put them in Visine Tears. Visine Tears replenishes our eyes' natural moisture, bringing soothing relief to dry, scratchy eyes. Safe to use as often as you need. Visine Tears, it gets the dry out. Also available preservative-free.
What's cooking, fellas?
Oh, hey, Ernie. Just putting big chips in my Chips Deluxe cookies.
Oh, that's nothing. I'm putting big chips and milk chocolate chunks in my Chocolate Lovers Chips Deluxe.
Yeah, well, I'm adding walnut pieces to mine. Peanut butter cups. Ha! Put that in your cookie and crumble it. Wow.
Chips Deluxe chocolate chip cookies in 7 deluxe varieties.
Walnuts.
Sometimes too many cooks is a good thing.
So that library book that you lent me for my English paper is overdue. Bummer.
Your parents are there? Okay, well then just answer yes or no. Is Chris still in jail?
Mm-hmm. In fact, the book had a lot of references to the Salem witch hunts.
Witch hunts? You mean everyone still believes that he's guilty? Haven't they found any evidence to clear him?
No, the whole town just got caught up in a frenzy.
Was it really that bad for him?
Maybe worse.
This is so wrong. You know, no matter what he did to me, Chris is no stalker. And even though things were over with us, I tried to tell him at the arraignment that I knew that he was innocent, but they were taking him back to jail so fast. Jen, I really need you to go to him and tell him that I believe in him.
Yeah, I got the book in my bag. I'll return to the library as soon as I can.
You're the greatest. I'll call you the minute I get back. Au revoir.
A bientôt.
You know, it's just amazing that she called all the way from Paris to tell you about an overdue book.
Very conscientious of her.
Oh, well, it's got a steep fine. You know those new accusations? They compound the fee like every day.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that phone call cost more than the fine itself.
And it's a great excuse to gab, right?
Dad, are you heading straight to the station?
No, not right away. I got to stop by court first. Why, you want to ride the library?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to put you out.
It's no trouble.
No, really, it's okay. It's beautiful out. I want to walk.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
How did anything make this situation worse?
How did it make it worse? Because you aired this segment and... Listen, I know that you felt you probably took a certain control of your life, but what you did was make yourself a target, Katie. I mean, you gave a lot of ideas to people out there, and you're in the public eye now, and you have a certain responsibility to yourself to be more careful, and so I'm upping your security.
Margot, Chris is already in jail.
I'm not talking about Chris. I'm talking about copycats. Doing that segment as if you handed a map to every weirdo in Oakdale directly to you.
Well, Margot, I can't have some 24-hour security guard following me around for the rest of my life.
It's not the rest of your life. It's the next couple of months. That's all.
Months?
That's it.
Months?
Yeah.
Margot, I can't live like this. I don't know what's worse, the fear or the claustrophobia. Oh, I'm so sorry that I did that broadcast. And I'm sorry that I've caused problems between you and Tom.
Oh, please, Tom and I will be fine.
I just wish this would all go away. It's over, okay? Can't we just leave it alone?
Sorry, Katie. Sometimes when you start something, you can't just turn it off.
Okay, I see that you're upset.
Good. And you can see I'm in no mood for your sense of humor.
Then please just cut me a little slack. Look, I realize this may not be the most convenient time for me to see Daniel, but Chris's defense has been a disaster. Not only has he been falsely accused of intimidation and stalking, now I'm dealing with this damaging profile on WOAK. I am burning the candle at both ends. I'm working at the news...
Busy, aren't we? Some people have all the luck.
Look, I'm just trying to explain to you why I missed our agreed-upon appointment. Now, Daniel means the world to me, so please, just let me make up for yesterday. I'll take him now.
Yeah. Your compassion for your brother, it's commendable. But I have a life, too. I had a lot to do yesterday, but I couldn't. Why? Because you didn't show up. You know, I have several editors interested in stories of mine, Tom.
Well, that's terrific.
Yeah, it is terrific. I needed yesterday to interview sources.
Look, I don't want to fight about it, you know, because this isn't about anything but Daniel. Just let me take him now. You can do what you were going to do yesterday.
It's not possible. He's not here. He's out with my mother.
Oh. Well, okay, then when will he and your mom be back? Because I can go run some errands.
You're
and I'll
not
swing back
listening
by.
to what I'm telling you. You cannot see Daniel today. I am tired of being held hostage to your last-minute change of plans, your little whims. I won't do it anymore. No, things are different from here on out. You can see our son, but only when it's convenient for me.
It loves the feel of rose petals. It turns red when I'm embarrassed.
Dove knows your skin is important, even the skin under your arms.
I am a serving wench at a themed restaurant. One of the most important things is being able to feel like you smell nice, so I tried this new Dove deodorant. Dove really lasted.
New maximum strength Dove antiperspirant made with 1/4 moisturizer. It cares for your skin.
The moisturizer is very smooth on my skin.
It's strong protection with a touch of Dove.
I feel good about myself. I wear Dove. It's that simple.
Here comes that heartburn again. It happens time after time. You've changed your diet. You've tried to treat it, but the pain keeps coming back 2 or more days a week. That frequent, persistent heartburn may be due to acid reflux disease, potentially serious. It's Prilosec time. Time to see your doctor about America's most prescribed acid control medicine. Your results may vary, but for many people, 1 daily dose of Prilosec provides 24 hours of complete heartburn relief. Ask your doctor for more information about Prilosec and if it's right for you. The most common side effects are headache, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. 24 hours of complete heartburn relief is possible with the purple pill they call Prilosec.
You have a migraine. Your pain reliever may not treat all your symptoms, but you won't risk trying something else. Well, you're missing out on the complete relief of Excedrin migraine. It does more than relieve pain. Now it's FDA approved to relieve pain and sensitivity to light, sound, and nausea. That's because Excedrin migraine's formula has 2 proven ingredients plus an enhancer to make them work even better on all your symptoms. Get Excedrin migraine and get complete relief.
Critics are calling it gutsy. An explosive drama.
I know you. You're one of the good guys. You're FBI.
Don't miss an all-new Foul Code. CBS tonight.
Are you denying me time with Daniel as a father? Now, whatever you think of me, let's not let him suffer for this.
What I think of you has absolutely nothing to do with this. How typically arrogant of you to assume that Daniel suffers when you're not around.
No, I'm just saying that a child needs his father.
My goodness, when did this occur to you? I mean, really, I'm the one who's here for the real parenting, aren't I? All the late nights when he's up, teething, or he has a tummy ache, or maybe he just needs to be
and
held.
I do know
and
that.
you get to sweep in here and play magical daddy. Let's go to the toy store, Daniel, or take him to the park, or just go out and have some fun together.
I respect your day-to-day commitment to Daniel. Unfortunately, we are not together, so we have to try even harder to give him quality time with both parents. Now, I'm trying, Emily. I am trying. I'm jumping through hoops to try to set up...
Oh, don't you just get the gold star for self-sacrifice, Tom?
That is not what I mean.
Well, you know what? While you're jumping through your proverbial hoops, I'm sitting here gathering dust. You don't show up. You just don't show up. And I'm supposed to think that's okay? It's just peachy? Well, it's not. From now on, we make a time that's convenient for me.
But I called you, Emily.
You called an hour late, Tom. It was too late to find another babysitter.
That's because I was still sure that I was going to get over here.
Do you hear what you're saying? It's always about you.
Em, I thought we had an informal, friendly arrangement that was working for both of us. Now,
Excuse me. Worked for whom? Informal arrangement? I love the way you lawyers talk. Informal arrangement is just another way of saying somebody's gonna get shafted. Me. And as far as this being friendly, if I know one thing's for sure, we are not friends.
Well, okay. Then if it's a fight you want over Daniel, you got it.
Come on, no, listen to me. Just 1 second, all right? Okay? Listen. The ski mask. Okay, the ski mask. Did they find any of Chris Hughes' DNA on the ski mask?
Jake, you know I can't give you that info.
Come on. Ask the kid's lawyer. Whatever we know, he knows.
Oh, excuse me. Could you tell where I might be able to find Chris Hughes?
Excuse me. Did I overhear you say you were looking for Chris Hughes?
Yeah.
Your bud's in there.
Oh, I really need to talk to him.
Oh, he really needs to talk to you because the only person he's talked to lately is cops and lawyers. I'm Jake McKinnon.
Oh, I've heard my father. Jennifer. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jennifer. Nice to meet you. You wait here 1 second, okay? All right? Please. Please let me talk to Chris Hughes 1 second.
He's going back to his cell.
You already blew my story. Just let me talk to him for 1 minute. 1 minute.
All right. You have until I finish this report, okay?
Oh, I owe you, big guy.
Chris!
Jen, hey.
Hi, you know, I cannot believe you did what they said you did.
No, I'm innocent, Jen, and I can prove it.
I know you can, but that's not why I came by. I heard from Abigail this morning. She called me.
Really? Is she okay? I mean, she's not upset?
Fine. She's fine. It's you that she's worried about. Look, Chris, I know that she'd never admit it in a million years, but I really think that she still cares for you.
People everywhere are putting their finger on Pam, the most versatile way to cook with flavor. It's the main ingredient for any meal and is making its way around the kitchen to broil, roast, saute, and even stir-fry. Nowadays, it seems everything you cook calls for a touch of Pam. All-encompassing, all-natural. Pam really cooks.
Mascara. Love the look. Hate the stiff, brittle lashes.
New Full and Soft Mascara from Maybelline. The soft wax formula keeps lashes soft.
Not dried out or brittle. New Full and Soft Mascara.
No one holds a candle to the JCPenney Anniversary Sale because you'll save 10 to 50%, plus an extra 10% on all sale items when you shop 8 till noon. It's this Saturday, one day only. Hurry in. At this sale, the only thing missing is you.
People try to put us to down. Talking about my generation. Just because we get around. Talking about my generation. Things they do look awful. Talking about my generation. I hope I die before I get old. Talking about my generation. Take my generation, baby. Skiing sure made me hungry. What's for lunch?
Clam chowder.
Condensed soup. We're adults now. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso clam chowder. It's got more chunks of clams and hearty potatoes. And it's creamier. See the difference?
You're right, this is better.
I told you. So, you ready to hit the slopes?
Ready to go.
Maybe now you're ready to get off the bunny hill?
It's time to go to the better taste of Progresso.
On a powerful all-new Chicago Hope. Siamese twins, but one has only hours to live.
You'll have to separate them.
No. Don't miss an all-new Chicago Hope, CBS tonight.
Don't miss an all-new Falco. CBS tonight. CBS Sunday. What if the order to launch a nuclear attack was given by accident? CBS presents
Richard Dreyfuss, Harvey Keitel, Noah Wiley.
a live television event.
Brian Dennehy, Don Cheadle, George Clooney.
Failsafe. CBS Sunday.
So what did Abigail say? Tom told me that Holden brought her to Paris.
Well, she still says that the two of you are totally over, but, you know, she called me from Paris and begged me to come down here to see you. Well, I'd love to stay longer, but if my dad catches me...
Well, come on, tell me, what did she say?
She wants you to know that she still believes you're innocent. It was really important to her that I come down and tell you that.
Thanks, Jen. That means a lot. It's just, it's great that she's having fun there, too. I mean, it's better that she's not a part of this whole mess. You know, she's already been through too much as it is.
Well, she says it's really great to see her adoptive parents. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just always thought that Abigail and I would be able to see Paris together someday.
Maybe that's what Abigail thought, and that's why she, you know, called home to let you know she was still thinking about you over there.
I have to accept that Abigail and I are history. And Jen, if you see her, just tell her that I'm doing fine.
You know that I will.
Spend weeks preparing for the Smith D case, and it gets thrown out of court. Anything back from forensics on the ski mask in the Hughes case?
No, not yet. Suspect's inside. I'm about to take him back to his cell.
What is going on in here? You better have a really good story for me, Jennifer Munson.
Hey, if this is a bad
No, I'm just, I was just checking in on her. Come on in. She can use the company. She doesn't get many visitors.
Not exactly Miss Popularity.
You know, people in a coma can often hear what we say.
Sorry. So who sent the flowers?
Oh, I don't know. But a big bouquet of roses shows up here for her every week. Fills the room with such a lovely scent. It's got to be good for her.
Definitely her color.
I guess. Molly, honey, I'm going off duty now, but Jake McKinnon is here to keep you company.
Hey, Molly, remember me? Yeah, look, I came by after the accident, but I've been kind of... Look, I know we were never exactly bosom buddies. You know something? Just because you're in a coma doesn't mean I'm going to treat you like China. Okay, so today's talk is gonna be frank and one-sided, which is nothing new for you either. And listen, I want you to prepare yourself, because I'm going to hit you with some cold, hard facts about what's been going down while you've been in La La Land.
I just have to get everything back to normal, Margot. I feel like everything is just closing in on me. I promise that I will be careful. I just have a feeling that nothing bad is gonna happen. I mean, you say there may be stalker copycats or whatever, but we don't know that for sure. Just please don't stick another security guard on me, please, Margot. I can't handle it. Katie. Please.
I won't assign anyone to you just right now, but
Okay,
you have to...
thank you.
No, listen to me. Listen now. You have to promise me is that if you see anything suspicious, anything at all, if you even think that someone is watching you, I don't care if it turns out to be a bug on the wall, you call me immediately. You promise me that.
I promise. You know I will.
Oh, man, you're so precious. I don't know why anyone would want to hurt you. Okay.
Thank you.
That is such a touching show of family solidarity.
Henry, you just really don't know when to quit, do you? Because of you, because you have pushed this thing so far, everybody is scared to death for me.
So milk it, Katie. As I keep reminding you, no one knows about our clever use of magazine letters and crazy glue to make those bogus death threats. And since the guy that we inspired to really stalk you is behind bars, where he can't expose you, you're safe, Katie Peretti. So take the time to reap the rewards of our brilliant partnering. Fred and Ginger couldn't have done it better. Yada, yada.
What's my secret fantasy? The object of my desire. It's deep, dark, and very chocolate. It's a luscious brownie. So rich. I could make a meal of it.
Slim Fast Meal on the Go bars unwraps rich chocolate brownie. Indulge in its intense sensation. So good for you. A satisfying way to help you lose weight and feel great. Slim Fast Meal on the Go bars.
Take your fantasies anywhere.
A child dreams, wishes, and lives in a world of their own imagination all the time. Announcing the all-new Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection with movies like The Aristocats and The Fox and the Hound. Imagination for a lifetime.
This mom knows her children need the proper nutrition to help them grow. And so does this mom. If you're concerned about your child's nutrition, ask your doctor about Pediasure. It provides complete balanced nutrition and tastes great. Pediasure.
Chemotherapy. You're not prepared for how tired it makes you feel. Every year we have a small town parade, and every year I take my place with the other veterans. But this year, I was so tired and short of breath. I thought, I've survived battles, and I've survived war. I just hope I'll have the strength to march in the parade.
Are you a chemotherapy patient? Ask your doctor about Procrit. Procrit is a natural way to regain red blood cells lost during chemotherapy. And more red blood cells can mean more strength. Procrit is safe and effective. In studies, only diarrhea and edema occurred more often with Procrit than placebo. Procrit is for patients with non-myeloid cancers. Call now and learn how Procrit can help you get back the strength you need. Your strength for living.
I have a motto. 1 step back, 2 steps forward.
Remember the protesters who tore up Seattle recently? We've got a pretty good idea which big city is their next target and why. Tonight on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
The early show on CBS presents Harrison Ford, George Clooney, and all the hottest guys in Hollywood. Leading men all this month on The Early Show.
CBS 2 News takes you back to a time when the mob ran fast and loose in Los Angeles. His bookmaking empire made him millions. So how did authorities finally get to Mickey Cohen? Inside LA's Mob, tonight at 11, only on CBS 2 News.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman. Rescue me, or take me in your arms, rescue me. And buy me love, love. Oldies Radio, KS 101.
Important message for diabetic patients.
The anti-diabetes drug Resolin can cause you serious harm. Thousands of users have suffered liver disease and heart trouble. Some have died. If you are taking Resolin, call your doctor to request a blood test for your liver and protect your legal rights. Call Jacoby & Myers Law Offices. You may have a claim for the harm caused by this drug. Jacoby & Myers, 1-800-97-LEGAL. That's 800-97-LEGAL.
Watch Little Richard next Hollywood Squares.
Don't miss an all-new Falco. CBS Tonight.
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Come on, is someone in there? All right, who's the idiot who's trying to... And who's got me doing it?
Let's see where to start. There's so much stuff. Hey, I bet you didn't know I was in a coma once, a long time ago. Sort of in the same situation you are, not exactly the toast of the town. Tell you what, it ain't easy coming back. Coming out of it. Sometimes it seems like it's just easier to stay where you are. It's peaceful, no problems, dogging you. They'll be screaming at you in your face about how you messed up. But let me tell you something. This is no time to be peaceful. I could give you the "you got so much to live for" speech and how everybody in Oakdale wants you back, but it's ugly truth time. Remember perky little Katie Peretti? Platinum PA with a pasted-on smile. Played your flunky at WOAK, kissing up to you every chance she got. Let me tell you something, young lady. She's nobody's flunky. She's calling the shots now. She must have studied your every move. She must have been lying in wait for you to fall, scurrying out to pounce when the time was right. She's got Holden believing she's going to be the next Diane Sawyer. And you know something? When she leaves WOAK and she drives home, guess who's parking... Guess who's parking spot she just slides into? Yours. You listen to me, Molly. You listen to me. She's living in your apartment. She has taken over your life.
You told me that you were going to the library to return Abigail's book.
I was on my way, but then I decided to stop here to look for you, and I ran into Chris.
No. You knew that I was going to be in court. You came here to see Chris.
No, don't blame Jennifer.
I want you out.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Now.
I have every right to be here. I have a very important message to give to Chris from Abigail.
Oh, so that's why Abigail called this morning, to get you involved in her affairs?
You know, I would have told you, but I knew you wouldn't have listened. Remember this morning when you told me to butt out? Now, whether you believe it or not, Dad, I have opinions, too.
You go home now. We'll talk later.
Right. You'll talk and I'll listen. Goodbye, Chris. At least it was nice seeing you.
I do have a say what goes on in my son's life.
No, you'll have whatever input I decide is appropriate.
No, don't even dictate to me or I will take you to court.
Spoken like a true lawyer.
No, spoken like a father who wants to be a big part of his son's life. You think I want to hand this over to the system so we can hammer out visitation schedules and holiday custody? I mean, the kid is the one that winds up in the middle of that tug of war. Now, I don't even want to think about doing that
well,
to
then
Danny.
don't think about it. We'll just maintain our friendly arrangement on my terms.
Look, let's not even go down this road. I will be more accommodating with you if you will just meet me halfway.
Emily, guess what I brought us for lunch?
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Tom.
Where's Daniel?
Home, here, upstairs. Are you here to pick him up for a visit?
Mom, can I talk to you in the other room?
Huh?
Are you telling me that Daniel was here all along?
Sophia.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies treats, because that's the kind of mom you are.
You don't breed champion dogs to get rich. You do it for the love of the breed. Fortunately, what a dog needs to thrive doesn't cost much. Room to play, fresh air, caring, knowledgeable guidance, and pedigree. Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
3 days guaranteed one of a kind. The first 3 days of Sears Days. The only days when practically anything for your home, your yard, and yourself come at some of our best prices of the season. 3 days of all appliances and electronics, all tractors and mowers, all sorts of tools and tool storage, all on sale. The first part of Sears Days is big, and it's the part that's over Saturday. Sears Days. The good life at a great price. Guaranteed.
At Geico, we get the ball rolling on your claim quickly. Even in the middle of the night. Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
This is my final plea. I am a gecko, not to be confused with Geico, which could save you hundreds on car insurance. So stop calling me.
Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Look what I got for dinner.
Ooh, sandwich.
Daddy, can I start dating?
Of course you can start. When you're 28.
Mom, can I have another sandwich, please? Of course, honey.
Make it manwich and make it fun.
You're playing mind games? Pretending Daniel's out with your mother to prove a point? Denying him time with his father, what, so you could win?
Will you spare me your courtroom theatrics, please? He's sleeping upstairs. So I stretched the truth a little to prove a point that was long overdue.
So our son comes out the loser. You have proven to me yet again that I can't trust a word you say. Emily, this is not over.
Lunch. I am starving. Hope Mushu's in here later. What?
What you just did to Tom, manipulative, pointless.
And none of your business.
Oh, on the contrary. Since you've elected to live in my house, and I play a large part in Daniel's upbringing, I think I have a vote.
Sure, why not? Everybody else seems to get a vote when it comes to my son.
He has every right to be furious at you. Why did you keep him from seeing his son?
I have my reasons. And you're just gonna have to live with that.
No. You were just playing games. You think you're gonna get him back? Or are you just trying to get a little revenge because he went back to Marco?
No! How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want anything to do with that man. Will you just look at me? Well, I have nothing in my life, Mom. I have no job. I have no relationship. I live with my mother. I mean, people look at me, they just laugh in my face. What do I have? What do I have? Answer me, except the day-to-day waiting for Tom and Margaret to fit Daniel into their lives.
That's how it is now, but you know, things change.
Well, I've had it. I've had it. I won't have Tom Hughes or anyone else call the shots ever again.
Jennifer. Ratted me out already, didn't he? Sure he called you. Your father's very worried about you. So that's why you had that look. That teenagers need such delicate handling look. No, thanks.
Honey, please. You know, I'm gonna be real straight with you. Your friend Abigail used you. She called you from her vacation in Paris and put you in a very difficult situation to act as a go-between.
What if she did? Why not play go-between? What else have I got going?
Jen, you are a loving, sweet, intelligent girl who happens to be a very good student, too.
Yeah, well, nothing interesting ever happens to me.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
Abigail gets here and everything happens to her.
Everything bad, it seems.
You know, she meets her birth parents, she falls in love, she runs away to New York, and now Paris. Next thing you know, Winona Ryder will be buying the rights to play her in a movie of her life. But who will be buying the rights of mine? And I'm just the girl on the bleachers going rah-rah while everyone else makes the touchdowns. At least delivering a message from someone in France to a guy in jail gives me a little something to do.
And what about that modeling career you were so excited about? Not everybody has that.
Yeah, right. I was in New York for like 2 hours for a modeling test shoot I didn't even get, and then back in Oakdale before even spending one night there. No one even cared either. I have no life, Mom.
Honey.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That Barracuda has done everything but dye her hair black to take over for you. I mean, it's not enough that she took your job or she's getting your fan mail. Goldilocks is sleeping in your bed. No. Haven't you come from nowhere to pull off this coup? Let me tell you something. Katie Peretti is the one that took those pictures of you and Chris Hughes. Now, Chris and I are sure of that. Molly, come on. If you were on your feet defending your own turf, this Molly wannabe wouldn't last 5 minutes in the ring with you, so get up. Get up, young lady, get up. Get mad and get even.
Amazing as it may seem, the same Bayer aspirin you take for muscle pain and backaches can actually help stop someone you love from dying if taken during a heart attack.
Peter?
That's why aspirin is the one pain reliever you should never be without. Talk to your doctor now.
They said you'll be okay.
Bayer, take it for pain, take it for life.
Around here, we like to eat things that taste good, like these light done right dressings from Kraft. Our favorite flavors with half the fat, and they taste better than anything light has a right to. Around here, the dressing is Kraft.
For red, dry eyes, try Clear Eyes. It removes redness and has the ingredient to moisturize. Wow. The difference is clear. Clear Eyes.
Here's your regular internet homepage, and here's i1.com. It's free. You use it like Yahoo, Excite, or other search engines. Only i1.com gives away $10,000 every day, $1 million a month, and $10 million on tax day. Which one would you choose?
If my friend used this at work secretly and she won, would her boss get the money?
No, your friend would get the money.
It's good to know.
Introducing i1.com. Why wouldn't you?
Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Sesame, there lived a little red monster named Elmo. Yay! But everybody called him Cinderelmo, the classic tale told with a Sesame Street twist. Cinderelmo. Bring it home today on video and audio.
Mom, I'm home. I'm on the computer, downloading some chicken recipes. Oh, really?
With Stouffer Skillet Sensations, the only ingredient you need is a skillet. Complete meals including meat.
I can almost smell it. Mom.
Oh, I'm so impressed. Stouffer Skillet Sensations.
I'm just saying that it was a big mistake to antagonize him when everything is going so well.
Are you listening to anything I've said to you, huh?
Honey, look at how you worked out sharing Daniel. That's very nice.
Oh, it's very nice as long as Emily doesn't upset Tom, right? That's great advice. No wonder you've had such success in the mail department. Why are you telling me to tiptoe around this man?
I'm not saying that.
Well, then what about me, huh? I'm your daughter. What about my life?
Okay. When you're this out of control, has this ever helped you in your life? Think about it. Has it ever gotten you anything you wanted? It's not that I disagree with you. You made a very important point with Tom today. You made it very clear to him that you and Daniel will not build your life around his schedule. And that makes sense, but to antagonize him for no reason, it weakens your position.
You're right. You are right. And today's a new day. All right, no more games. we're settling scores. I'm just gonna get what's mine.
Whoa, whoa, what's the matter now? More problems with Chris's
She
case?
is out of control.
Oh, honey, look, I know we've been on opposite sides for a while now, but Katie really has...
Look, it's not about Katie or Chris. I'm not even thinking about that right now.
Well, what is it then?
You have enough on your mind.
Oh, no, we're a team. Now, come on, I know we've been at opposite ends the past couple of days, but what is it?
Look, I can handle this, okay?
No, but that's the point, Tom. You shouldn't have to. We've worked so hard to get closer. Let's not take a backward step now, please.
Well, what do you think it is? It's Emily.
All right, what?
Well, she lied to me when I went over to visit Daniel today.
Why?
She told me that he was out with Susan when he was upstairs asleep the whole time.
What, is she out of her mind? Well, there's a rhetorical question. Why would she do a thing like that?
Well, she says it's because I missed a visit.
You missed a visit. You've been so caught up in Chris's case.
Well, she says she will decide if and when I get to see Daniel, and you know what that means.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. You have been nothing but kind and supportive, and you've given Danny everything that he needs and deserves, and not to mention how patient you've been with his insane mother.
So let me ask you a question. What if I have to take her to court?
Oh. Well, if we have to go to court, then that's what we do. We go to court.
I see. Well, if we take legal action, you know, things are going to get down and dirty.
Honey, we'll rise above it. Now, we've spent so much time being so concerned about our respective siblings that it's time that we started being concerned about us and about Danny, because that little kid deserves more than the insanity that his mother is doling out to him.
You know, I love you, and I do not say that often enough lately.
Oh, please. No more apologies anymore. It's time we took time for ourselves. And if we have to take Emily to court, then let's take Emily to court and give her what she deserves.
I don't want my daughter mixed up in this.
I didn't ask her to come.
From now on, she stays away. She's not to be used as some sort of a courier for you and Abigail.
Look, she was just being loyal to her friend.
That won't happen again.
Jen can think for herself. She obviously thought I was innocent, otherwise she wouldn't have come.
What she thinks is immaterial.
Not to mention that it's the truth. No, let's give the stalker some more time to make plans. Some opportunities to go after Katie in a big way.
Let's go. You're going back to your cell.
Hey, Katie, I need... whoa. Hey, relax. I thought you and the big sis made up.
It's not that.
Listen, you can play the damsel in distress when Holden gets back from France, all right?
No, it's not that either. I feel like someone was watching me earlier.
Katie, that's a bit too much method acting, sweetheart. You're starting to live the part. Let it go, all right? Your shadow is in lockup, and the only person watching you right now is me. But because I'm in awe of your imminent success. Next stop, 60 minutes. Tick, 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 tick. Production meeting, let's go.
Katie Peretti didn't just snatch your life away. She almost ruined Abigail's. The pictures in the press nearly killed her. Well, she ran away to New York to get away from what was going down here. She was living on the streets. You don't even want to know the state Cindy and I found her in. If you love your baby, if you love your baby, if you love Abigail, you will do something. It's time to do something. You will launch yourself out of this bed and blast that she-wolf to bits.
An overactive bladder can be an accident waiting to happen. Presenting once-a-day Ditropan XL. Ditropan XL is the only once-a-day prescription medication for overactive bladder. Overactive bladder is not a normal part of aging, and now it can be treated for up to 24 hours with once-a-day Ditropan XL. For more information, call toll-free 1-888-395-1232. Do not take Ditropan XL if you have certain types of
Thin bungees and a cargo pop.